game just decided by their energy at the outset? What happened there at the beginning to set the tone?
Well, they definitely set the tone for the game, without a doubt. With their energy, the pressure, 94 feet, and then just playing, a lot in transition or semi-transition. And they're a great, first quarter team. When they can get it rolling and clicking, that's what they've done for large parts of the year.
The way they pounded you on the board, especially the offensive rebounds, 21. What can you do to counter that? How devastating was that?
Yeah, that's got to change, period.
And how does that change? Individually, more effort, adjustments, rotations?
There's a lot of different layers to it, but the first part of it is a physicality aspect. When the ball goes up, ball in the air, ball on the floor, we have to be much better.
And your team leaders, Jimmy and Bam, still not at the top of their games in either of these two. Was that more of a situation of the way the game turned? It was hard to get their footing, or is there something that could be done to maybe get them going?
Probably both. Probably have to do some things, to help them. This game it just got out of hand so quickly. It's tough to say, but you do have to respect, what they did, tonight, because it's not as if they haven't done this to teams at all. They're really explosive in those first and third quarters.
And then just the series as a whole, game one, just one shot away from maybe being tied 1-1. Then this game, obviously a blowout. What's the team's mentality for these next 2 days leading to Thursday's game 3?
Well, we get to work, this is the playoffs. They all count the same, whether you win, like that, in a possession game or like this, but we have to be better.
Next, we go to Anthony Chang.
Hey, so with the different ways Milwaukee's using Giannis off the ball this year, how much harder has it been to kind of build the wall in front of them and keep them out of the paint, especially tonight?
Tonight, it's tough to say. They're knocking down so many threes, which they're very capable of doing. They're a great three-point shooting team. You have to do your work early, and you certainly are going to have to make multiple efforts.
And then Dedmon, through all the bad, he gave some productive minutes. What did you think about his minutes? And then what led to you playing him along with Bam? I know we haven't seen much of that so far this year since he signed with you guys.
Yeah, I thought he gave us, quality minutes. His energy, you feel it, both ends of the court. He finds himself in the right spot around the ball, quite often.
What did you like about the minutes with Bam, though?
I'll take a look at it.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, Coach, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Obviously, Spo has not used you with Bam a lot up until this point. Do you like that pairing and how you guys mesh together tonight, albeit obviously, not in a win?
I definitely like that pairing. It's definitely something the coach had talked about doing earlier, and finally did it, especially against their size in Milwaukee. So I feel like it worked out good. Hopefully we can keep seeing more of that.
Thank you.
And next we go to Ira Winterman.
Wayne, obviously rebound. You always hear no rebounds, no rings. But when you see a deficit like this tonight, where you guys were out rebounded 61-36, how does that happen? And how do you prevent that doesn't happen again?
We just got to be more aggressive on the offensive and defensive glass and make sure that we're definitely boxing out their guards because they crash the offensive glass like no other team, especially the guards. So we just got to box out, make sure they don't get as many offensive rebounds as they did tonight, and just move forward.
A lot of it is this league going downsized, and you have to be a mobile center, or you don't get to play, and the perceptions. But someone like yourself, would you feel comfortable if you were drawn to the three-point line by Brook Lopez, or if you had to play the perimeter of game of Giannis like you have at times this series? Do you feel comfortable there? Like, are you almost like sort of people try to put you in a box, standard NBA, stand under the basket, big man? And would you feel comfortable if cast in those kind of roles in bigger minutes?
You're talking about me spacing the floor?
No, defensively, on the defensive.
Defensively, I feel like I'm capable of doing that. Like, that's not an issue that I have. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, just got to make sure I'm moving one way, contesting threes. So, I mean, I'm ready for whatever challenge we got. So that's not a problem at all.
Okay. Thank you, Dwayne.
Next, we go to Anthony Chang.
Hey, Dwayne, to go with Ira's question there, when it comes to spacing the floor, I know you made 1 3 tonight, and you've proven you can make threes, in your career. Do you see an opportunity for that in this series, especially if you're playing alongside Bam and the way they're playing you guys and dropping into the paint? Do you see an opportunity, to take that shot more often in this series?
I mean, the way they play defense, I mean, I'm not going to be jacking threes all game. I'm just, if I see an opportunity in a trail position, I'm gonna let it go. But that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to shoot threes all game. Like I'm at the rim, I'm trying to protect the rim, get some rebounds. If there's an opportunity to space the floor with me and Bam, I'll take advantage of the opportunity. But like I said, we'll see what happens later on in the series.
Thanks, man.
All right, Dwayne, that's it. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Bye. Have a good one.
All right, everybody.
Obviously, they got off to a fast start, hit the 10 threes, and kind of set the tone. How would you kind of explain what happened in those first few minutes of the game?
Hell, they imposed their will, did what they do best, get out in transition. And they made a lot of shots, but we didn't make anything difficult on them, didn't take anything away. The game got out of hand pretty early.
And, you've been pretty critical of this team at some points this year, and there's been a lot of highs and lows. What's your message to the team after a game like this, and kind of what do you hope to learn about this team, next 48 hours or so?
That it's never that bad. We're not going to say that it's all good either, but we know what we have to do better. I think the bright spot is I don't think you can play any worse.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Next, we go to Ira Winderman.
Jimmy, coach said he's got to do some things to help you and Bam get going a little bit more. Do you think that's the case, that it's something systematically that has to change, or you think it's on you and Bam individually?
I think we know what we have to do. I think sometimes we get a little lost in getting everybody involved, and that's not a bad thing. I think that's what's made myself and him a really good player in this league. But I think at times you got to go, myself especially. We get it, we understand, man, but we rely a lot on our teammates to get them to rock as well. I don't think that we can get away from that, but maybe we just got to impose our will a little bit more, be a little bit more aggressive.
I know it's cliche, no rebounds, no rings, but when you see 61-36 and they have 21 offensive rebounds, how does that happen, and how do you prevent that from happening again?
I mean, they made majority of their shots, so therefore we couldn't get defensive rebounds. As far as the offensive rebounds go, when the ball is in the air, we talked about we're going to be the ones to get those, recover those. Same thing if the ball's on the floor. We did not do that. So it gave them extra possessions, extra cracks at it, and they capitalized.
Thank you.
Next, we go to Barry Jackson.
Obviously, the game, Jimmy, on Thursday will be determined by what happens between the lines. But do you think having a crowd by far the largest of the season can possibly help you guys on Thursday?
I don't think so. We love playing in front of our home crowd on our home floor, yeah, but we still got to go out there and play basketball the right way, compete, and do what we say we're going to do before the game, what we say we're going to do after the game. But, yeah, I guess it'll feel a little bit better, a little bit different at home. But we still got to go out there and handle business.
And is this Bucks team, in your mind, maybe much improved from the one that you all played last year? I know you don't like to look back to last year, but is this a clearly improved Milwaukee team in your eyes?
Both teams are a lot different. But, yeah, we don't get stuck on last year. We got to worry about the game that we got coming up and handle business that way. But with both teams being different, who knows? Anything can happen.
One last thing. What most didn't sit well with you tonight, as competitive as you are? Was it the rebounding? What most bothered you tonight?
The loss. I mean, everything that went into it, we did not win. We're down 0-2. But I'm excited because you really get the opportunity to find out what my teammates are made out of going into this next game. So we get an opportunity to play again and get it to 2-1.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Next, we go to Will Manso.
Hey, Jimmy, in a game like that, when it gets away so quickly, there was moments in the second half of clear frustration. How do you put that aside, the frustration and quite frankly, the embarrassment of losing a game like that for you guys with the pride you have and be able to play your best game in game three?
I don't think nobody's embarrassed. I think that's just part of the game. They just whooped our tail. They did. But, you put this behind us. We got 2 days to get ready for this next one. I mean, I think you kind of got to just leave it at that. I don't think, frustration is going to change anything. I think you just got to compete a lot harder, do things the right way. But all in all, we realized we lost this game together. We went down. We are down 0-2. We're down 0-2 together. And whenever we get home, we're going to be together whenever we play game three.
All right, that's it, Jimmy. Thank you.
Early on, but what happened in this one that they not only got going like that, but you guys were never able to gain any traction?
It was just hitting a lot of shots. I mean, you got the crowd into it. Once you hit a couple and the crowd get to it, crowd gets into it, it looks like an ocean.
Coach said before he's going to try to do to get you and Jimmy sort of back into a rhythm. Is that something you think you guys need to do through sets, through approach or anything? Or do you think it's more just basically you and Jimmy just having to do more?
No, I just think we just got to pick our spots. Just ball not going in right now. Get in the gym. Just keep shooting those shots, get the reputation, and at that point, you go out there and keep shooting the same shots.
And then last one for me, the rebounding deficit, 61-36. Was that an effort thing? Was that their size? Was that the way the ball was falling with the longer shots? Sort of what made it so dramatic like that tonight?
They capitalized on, we was turning our heads and not boxing out. And, they was running in. They was crashing off our guys. So we just got to be mindful of that. They've done it the last 2 games. So it's been working for them, so I don't think they're going to change it. So we as a team got to adjust and adapt.
And then just one more. You got to play with Dwayne a little. We haven't seen a lot of that this season. What was it like playing with Dwayne? And was there a sort of chemistry there when it came to going with bigger lineups we don't generally see from the Heat? Thank you.
It was just good. That he switched it up. That's one thing about Spo. He in the playoffs he's willing to switch it up. So it was good minutes to be in there with Dwayne. You never know. You might see more of that.
Next, we go to Barry Jackson.
Hi, Bam. Were you as aggressive offensively as you wanted to be tonight?
I started out the game pretty aggressive. You can always be more aggressive at the end of the day. I started out the game aggressive, looking for shots, and just need to continue doing that, getting to the free throw line.
You're a guy who obviously takes so much pride in what you do. Is your emotion right now disappointment with how not just you and the team have played? Is it frustration? What emotions are you feeling right now?
It's a lot. I mean, we definitely didn't expect to be down 2-0 in the playoffs. So, it's a lot of emotions going on. But at the end of the day, we all men, and we can figure this out.
Do you have to give yourself a pep talk at all, or are you still feeling confident in yourself with all of the growth you've had this year and as well as you've played all year up to this playoff series?
Say it again.
Do you have to give yourself a pep talk at all to lift your spirits, or are you still of a good mindset where you're feeling confident after all the good things you've done this season?
I don't think we need to give ourselves a pep talk. Craziest things have happened in this league. So, like I said before, we're grown men. So, at the end of the day, we're down 2-0. We got to figure it out. It's not giving us a pep talk or anything else. We know what we got to do. We know the adjustments we got to make.
Thank you.
Next, we go to Will Manso.
Hey, Bam, kind of on what Barry was saying there but from the mental side of things, obviously the physical side of things, you just got to make shots. It seems as easy as that. But from a mental side, is there a hurdle when you start to struggle and you're down 0-2 and all those things? Is there a part of that you have to kind of clear mentally to make sure you're ready for this game 3 and the challenge ahead?
I mean, basically get ready for game 3. It's not a mental thing because you never know. We can get in our arena and shoot the lights out. So we just got to be prepared.
All right, Bam, that's it. Thank you.
Black Lives Matter, people.